Yeah.
Hey everybody, welcome to B Top Live. We are here at watching the OKC 60 Plus Baseball League, and we're a little late. This was supposed to broadcast live, and we were just found ourselves in a technological disaster, but we are going to go ahead and broadcast. Go ahead and get this game covered, and then if you're watching this and you're watching the rebroadcast version, so we hope you enjoy what you see. So we got the Oklahoma City 60 Plus Baseball Club, and so the Broncos and the Outlaws are playing. So I'm going to go ahead and put the live feed on here, and we'll start covering it because we are already in the second inning. So. All right, who we got up, Rhino?
Should be Tim Rudd, number 23 for the Broncos. Just got walked.
All right, so we're going to get a board on here so you guys can see who we got coming up, Rhino. If you could cover that for me, and then while I get this stuff.
Well, I don't know if I have a mix-up in the numbers here. This is Mike Clark.
Number 5.
Single to right.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah. That was Robert Tupper. Sorry, number 5, Robert Tupper. I've got number 19, Lou Lawrence. Got a man on first and third. Two strikes. Okay. Pulled in that ribby.
All right, guys, we're watching the 60 Plus Baseball League here in Oklahoma City. Covering this. Get over closer to me, Rhino, so we can get you in camera here. We're covering this game. This is a league that just started this year in Oklahoma City, and we're super excited to be invited out to cover this at Oklahoma Christian University. Appreciate them letting us do that. And we got a lot to, as we're talking about this stuff, we got a lot to talk about and pay attention to at the same time, as I keep the scoreboard going too, the one that I have going on here. But, a lot of people, when I've told them about this league, are, the chatter is, what you might think of it is that, what are 60-year-old people doing out, 60 plus doing out playing? But guys, we got a lot older than 60 here. Who we got up right now?
We got Jacques Kessinger, number 18.
Oh, line down, or a little grounder down third. Tough. Around the second base here. See what happens. All right. The Outlaws versus Broncos. Broncos are in the yellow.
Looks like we got number 20, Mel Stennett, coming up.
Mel Stennett.
Mm-hmm.
And he's how? Let's see here. Just guys. This guy's 77 years old. That's stepping up to the plate right now. 77 years old. So, if you think that you're too old to play this game, then these guys are definitely defying that logic right now. And we have on the mound number 6.
Workman. We don't have first names.
I think I have his name on here somewhere. Let's see. Oh, no, I do not. Now, I'm not too sure because I didn't get his bio, but I think that he was a collegiate pitcher back in his day. So I saw him pitch last week, actually, and so he threw pretty well. You know, and he still, in addition to these fastballs, still will throw the occasional off speed. Everything feels a little off speed as you get older. You got to start calling it a different name. So there we come in home plate. Number 21.
21. It's like Charlie Paulson.
Charlie Paulson, number 21. Hoping we got the names. Apologize to you guys if we got your names wrong and everything, but
That's right.
scoring on that one.
I think he came in for, I want to say Lou Lawrence to pinch run.
Okay. Oh, foul tip.
He took that high and outside pitch. He swung at that like I do in the cages.
Still, we're here in the top of the second inning with the guests, which are the Broncos. It's up to bat right now. They are up 4-0. And there's one out on the board right now. 4-0, one out, top of the second. Our visitors, see you. Better get that. The runners on first and second base.
Yep. Right now we got number 3, Bill Sherman.
Yeah. See what he does here. There he goes. There you go.
And grounded to second.
Get there.
Two down.
Easy. All right, 2 down. Runners at first and third. Now, guys, you know, those of you that have played, scoot closer to me, bro. Sorry. We're gonna give each other COVID as we're doing this. So we got number 17 coming up for the Broncos.
Paul Moran.
Paul Moran, I think is how we say his last name. Oh, Paul. It was Paul Martin.
Oh, Martin. Okay.
I believe. Paul Martin. I don't have the thing with their ages on it. Oh, here we go. There it is. Paul Martin. Yep. Did not give his age on there, so he must. You know, let's just say he's 80. And we'll check and see if we're right. No. But he's got to be in his 70s, is my guess. But then again, we got like Carl on our team, who's 37, but looks like he's 45 because he wears that gray beard all the time. So. Oh yeah. Oh, no, foul ball.
Yeah, when we were playing the Slackers, they were calling him Grandpa. Huh?
Yeah, they were calling him Grandpa. Yeah, and she was by far not the oldest person on the team. So.
No. I'm older than him.
I don't think you're older than Carl.
Yeah, 37. I think he's 36.
I think he's 37. But we can ask.
I'll be 38.
Carl, if you're watching this, let us know how old you are. So runners on second and third. We got 4 on the board for the Broncos, our guests. And we're in the top of the second inning. Number 17 up. So one thing I was going to mention is that, you know, these guys, I believe this number 19, this guy catching, might be one of the older players. I say older, I know you guys are thinking like 60s old.
Hamner.
But, Hamner. Gary Hamner, and he is 70 years old, and he is one of the founders of this league. So I actually have some information here for you guys. If you want to be involved in this 60-plus league, if you're in the Oklahoma City area, you can contact that number you see on the screen. And that's Gary Hamner, who's actually catching for... Was he catching or was he hitting?
He's catching.
Yeah, he's catching for the Outlaws, the home team here. So contact that number and get involved. And if you're watching this from somewhere else, Oklahoma City, there are leagues all around the world in this stuff. So when I originally posted this on Facebook to kind of really promote these guys, because this league just has 2 teams right now, one of the comments that was said is like someone from Minneapolis was like, "Oh, we just started a 60+ league. We already got 10 teams." I'm like, man, like maybe you might expect that in Florida,
Right.
Like that's where everybody goes to retire, right? So, but I don't know how Minneapolis was able to do that. But apparently, there's plenty of older people that still want to play this game, which they should because it really makes you feel young again. So.
Absolutely. What you said at the beginning of the game, we weren't able to stream. They had all their grandkids coming out throwing the first pitch.
Yeah, which
it was really awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, when I advertised for this, I posted on my Facebook stories, like, grandpa's playing baseball. I mean, who wouldn't want to watch that?
Right. And they're out there playing catch before the game, warming up with their grandkids and kids.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
It's really cool. And one thing I've said, too, is, like, and I think I'm starting to understand this might be an Oklahoma thing more than other places, is that we're kind of taught that, if you don't, after high school or college or even like, if you do indie pro or something, you just got to hang it up basically. Like, it's not how other sports are, like in basketball and softball and things like that. People play that forever a lot of times. And, people don't do that with football for obvious reasons, but there's no reason why people should have to hang it up after high school or college in baseball.
Ooh.
The hardest part, though, is finding fields. So it's real fortunate they got Oklahoma Christian to let them use this field. It's a really nice field. All right, guys, that is the end of the first half of the second inning, and the score is 4-0 with the visitors up right now, which are the Broncos. Put the scoreboard on here for you guys. Clear those bases off for you. So 4-0 Broncos, and we are moving into the bottom of the second inning. And so we got a little bit of time here. We'll chat it up. So, well, when you first heard, like because you're not from Oklahoma, right?
No.
Where are you originally from?
Illinois, but now South Chicago.
All right. So when you and I met just kind of by chance, and I told you about this league, this adult league for baseball. Did you think you were too old to play at that time? Because that was like a year or two ago, right?
Yeah, I never thought I was too old to play per se, even though being in the military for 16, 17 years at that point, but just so far removed from the game, just to go back to like a live, pitching, hitting, just the pace of it and being able to catch up to guys that play college, minor leagues, whatever, and just kind of going out there and being able to hang.
Right.
That was tough. And so I think when we met, we talked about it, and I was excited, like just having that in my mind, but I don't think I sent you a text or something for like 2 months. Like, hey, you still got an opening type thing.
Yeah. It was a couple months later, and I was like, God, I didn't think I'd ever hear from you again. So, but yeah, I mean, I think I always knew the league, the Oklahoma City League, which is 18 plus. A lot of other places, they're going to have age divisions. I'm very impressed with Des Moines, Iowa, which I play on one of the teams from Des Moines. And let me go ahead and get this sent over here so people can. They have, Des Moines, God, it's got to be half the size of Oklahoma City, and they've got 4 age divisions and 250 players in the league. And I mean, they run it as a nonprofit organization. I did a whole YouTube video, a whole interview with the guy who's the commissioner of that league right now, and it's just really impressive what they've done. Because, and my thought is that I like going and watching professional ball. I love watching college ball. But dude, I would rather watch these guys play all day.
This is fun. I think a little bit of what brings it for me to watch guys like this age or just anybody older than me, if you will, is the excitement that I could do the same thing. Right. Where if I'm watching pro ball, which I love as a Cubbies fan, I'm never going to do that, but I could do this.
Right, exactly.
and you can have your
Well,
family
that's
come
what-
watch.
That's one thing I've always said is that if you want your kids to fall in love with this game, then let them watch you play it. And I'm talking about something beyond. Oh, nice little poke there.
Oh, that's number 45, Wagner. Grounder to the second.
Oh,
Save.
beat him out on the throw. On the. I mean, when you know, how many people got a basketball goal on their driveway? And they don't just get out and shoot around with their kids. They get out and they play games with them, you know, or they play games with their grown people playing games with other grown people, you know. I had a college graduate professor that played basketball well into his 60s with the college students, you know. So there's no reason why people shouldn't get out there and do more than just play catch with their kiddos. Yeah, and two, I think for people coaching, Lonnie, over there, one thing I always say is that the coaches need to get in the batting cages with the kids and just to remember how hard it is to do this sport.
Yeah.
Because I think it's real easy to forget how difficult it is. Look at that
nice stick. Nice stick.
Nice.
So number 14, Sellers. Right over the shortstop. Going for two.
Oh, he's coming home.
Uh-oh. Come back.
Oh, he's coming. He's got it. You're up.
Yep.
You're up.
Come back to
Up
first.
easy,
Come back
up
to one.
easy.
There we go.
I'm definitely pulling a hammy on that one. I have a 2-base limit. And if I go 3, I'm always at risk of pulling a hammy or blowing a calf or something.
You know, I've seen you go 3 and you got there safely, but that's a long trip.
I don't like it. I don't like it. I remember when the first season I got back, I think a lot of people get hurt the first time back because their muscles aren't used to these movements, you know? And my first season back, I hit a triple and I was rounding second base, and then my right quad decided it just didn't want to work right, and it was the weirdest experience, man. I thought I was going to fall over about a shortstop. And I was like, oh, I don't know if I should do that again. Then I blew a calf.
It's brutal.
Yeah. You get that muscle memory back. You know, we were hitting with. Oh yeah, there we go.
There you go. Let's poke through.
Oh, that's through. Yeah. Oh, nice little hop there. All right, what do you got here?
Got number 13, Shelton up.
Shelton. Not Blake Shelton. Although we'd take him. He wanted to play. I don't have his. Oh, there we are. Yeah, Jerry Shelton, 69 years old.
Former mayor of Yukon. Okay.
Yep. Yeah, the guys. This is your former mayor of Yukon. And he's not only likes to play baseball and softball, but apparently he's quite the poker player too. So. Hey man, you know, I don't want to be weird or anything, but for a 69-year-old fella, he looks pretty good in that uniform.
Yeah.
Don't you think so? It looks better than I do.
Right? As a former mayor, you got to keep up appearances, you know, stay in shape, right?
He's got those skinny jeans on right now. I use the Jim Gaffigan goat. So these aren't skinny jeans. I'm just fat. I got a little sidearm. Almost. Wondering if his day he's submarine. Put the score up here. What we got? Runners on first and second. Here we go, guys. And those of you guys,
Nice.
did you guys see that?
Nice
Oh my
grab.
goodness.
Wow.
Holy cow.
That's shades of Brooks Robinson over there at third base.
Who is that? Number 5 for the Broncos.
Robert Tupper.
Nicely done.
Nice
Robert
play.
Tupper. I got you right here, 65 years old. retired, plays golf and woodworking during his downtime. So very nicely done at third base. Man, you're 65 years old and you're able to jump on the ground like that. Did he get the out, by the way?
Yeah.
He did?
He tagged him out, of course, out at going 3.
So we got 1 out in the bottom of the second.
So we got Bill Meek up, number 38.
76 years old, guys. 76. So if you're asked to play ball and you're watching this and you've been asked to play and you're in your 60s or whatever, you can't give the excuse I'm too old to play at this point. You can say I'm too out of shape, or you can just say I don't want to. But age is not the excuse.
Any chance I can feel younger, I'm gonna take it, and playing baseball is definitely given that.
Yeah.
Right, even just going to the cages once a week if you can, you just
Yeah, I mean, I'm willing to bet that you go down and ask every one of these guys if what's give me 3 reasons why you do this. I'm willing to bet one of those reasons is it makes you feel young.
Absolutely.
Which really just brings to light the reality. Anyways, age is just a number. I mean, you're as old as you feel, and that's I didn't really appreciate that expression until I started to get old. Which might just be me talking myself out of my age. Oh, did you see it? There's another play.
Oh, look at Robert
There he
Tupper
goes.
again.
There he goes, guys. He's making a play, play in his hand for the player of the game there. I think he gets it with the diving catch. I mean, unless the center fielder robs a home run or something like that, then I don't know if it gets much better than that diving catch. Who we got coming up? We got number 24, Jonas, or is that right?
Morrissette, yeah.
Oh,
Richard Morrissette?
Richard Morrissette, 66 years old, and he is probably one of the few players out here that is not retired, practicing attorney for 38 years.
Nice.
I got some interesting information on him too, as I printed off his email he sent me, so I'll look it up here.
As an attorney, I'm sure lots of interesting information.
Yeah, I'm sure he didn't send me into that. Yeah.
I like it though. He's got the the high socks on.
Oh yeah.
Old school. That's how I do it.
Let's see here. Oh, caught him sleeping. Caught him sleeping.
Got him,
huh? Got for the 3 outs.
There you go. Ray Johnson, lefty on the mound, got him out, huh?
Yep. That's 3 outs, guys. 4-1. That was the. We're about to enter the top of the 3rd inning here. 4-1 Broncos. So yeah, let me get this on us real quickly. So Richard Morrissette. Oops, we need to do that. What is that? Sorry about that, guys. Working the switcher board. There we go. All right. So, as I was saying, Richard Morrissette, he's 66 years old, practicing attorney. So the interesting information. He's a baseball card collector, including vintage years from the 50s, 60s, 70s, and 80s, etc. But he's also a lifetime politician. Did not know that. Grew up in New Hampshire, elected to the New Hampshire House of Representatives at age 20, worked in the U.S. Senate from 1978, elected to the Oklahoma House of Representatives from 2004 to 2016. Lifetime Red Sox fan. Travels to Fort Myers every January to participate in the Red Sox fantasy camp.
Oh, fantastic.
He's played in the MSBL World Series 60 plus. Or he will be playing in the 60 plus division this coming October. I have to see when he's going to be out there because I'm going to be out there from November 1st to the 6th. So, yeah.
The Red Sox one?
No, for the MSBL World Series.
Oh.
Yeah. I'll be playing with the Ireland Buccaneers international team.
You're going to be playing?
Yeah.
Oh,
You didn't
nice.
know that?
No.
Yeah, the Ireland Buccaneers.
You got an extra spot open?
They're if you pitch, yeah. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Trust me. I had you. Because I had you on my radar, but they're really well. I don't know at this point now, but pitchers is what they were looking for.
Well, if something opens up, last time I've been to Ireland, I was 5 years old.
Yeah. Did you ask Silk about biscuits? They're going out there the same week.
It was still open.
They're playing in our division.
I wasn't going to pressure the wife about more things for me to do, being selfish.
You can't go out there that week. That's the week you can't go.
Yeah, there's always something I got going on.
No, remember? So I think I did ask you.
Yeah, I think you did. But I didn't know it was playing with Ireland. If it was a bunch of my people, I might have went out there.
Here we go.
All right, who we got up? Let's see. 24.
24.
Back at the top of the lineup, Jonas Mata.
Oh yeah, so it's top of the order. 69 years old for the Broncos, and that's all he told me. He must not want me to know about his life because he just wanted me to know that he was plays shortstop and outfield, and he's 69, plays for the Broncos. That's it. That's all I got. Let's see how he does right here. There's the pitch.
He's even in better shape than the former mayor of Yukon here.
Yeah, I was watching some of the guys come in, and I was like, oh man, I need to start working on my physique. Oh, that ball had a little movement on it. A little cutter, maybe? I don't know. Or maybe he just had a little movement on it.
It can't be a coincidence that he's a lefty and he's number 24, huh?
Yeah.
Nice little sweet swing there.
Let's see. It's coming faster than softball, I will say that, on slow pitch. It's got to follow through. So I would be curious to talk to pitchers as they're getting older, how they manage, how they change their stride and everything. As you know, like I'm sure you can't bend over and pick up a rock like we were taught growing up when you're 60 plus years old.
We got number 4, Jerry Pease coming up. Yeah, and honestly, just bending over, picking up a rock or a pencil can get you at almost any age, because I've had 2 back surgeries, and one when I was 19 and one less than 10 years ago. Yeah, I mean, it just happens, right? And you got to learn to take care of your body, but it doesn't get any easier, I'll tell you that.
I'd like to be out there on the mound, because I feel like with every pitch, he's probably going, oh, God. That's what I do when I bend over. I've been over in my kitchen, pick something off the floor, and my kids think I'm, having a heart attack. Oh, get him off the plate. What I love too at this age is that baseball presence never goes away. You see how he just kind of ducked and then stood back up and kind of looked at him a little bit.
Well, I enjoyed too the last inning. There you go.
Oh,
the pitcher, number 6, Workman. He threw a pitch which he thought was a strike. He started walking off the mound, and nobody else moved, and he was pretty upset. So that passion never leaves either.
Yeah. You know something we could do? I'm gonna let you do this for a second. We could go live on Facebook with your phone and just set it up right here. And just tell people, they want to see they actually want to see the game. They're gonna have to tune into when we post this video.
Oh, I gotcha.
You see what I'm saying? Oh, we can't do that actually. I have to give you approval on my phone. All right, struck him out, guys. You got it.
And number 8, Mike Hancock. Another lefty.
Mike Hancock. Let's see here. I don't have any information on him either.
It'd be interesting to know
We're gonna
who all their favorite players were when they were growing up. You know, like,
we probably wouldn't know.
oh, we would know them for sure because we're baseball nuts.
Man, like when I was in high school, my high school coach said, "You look like Boog Powell." And I'm like, "Who the heck is? Do you know who Boog Powell is, Lonnie?" See, Lonnie doesn't even know.
He's
who
a
that
bigger
is.
guy. Well, you know, he's not one of those famous guys, but is Boog Powell?
Boog Powell, yeah.
Yeah.
You know who that is?
I know who it is. I used to have my baseball memory used to be a lot sharper when I was
no
growing
clue,
up.
man. I was 18 years old. Like, I was like, "Did you say I look like King Griffey Jr.?" Or my swing does. No.
When I was growing up, just watching baseball and collecting cards, like I knew their stats. You know,
Yeah.
and I could tell you almost how much a card was at the time. It was like a live Beckett, but
Yeah.
now it's all gone. It's totally different.
Yeah, I'm wondering how much the card industry has changed. You know, there's some guys in the B-Top group that deal in cards, and I would imagine that's a tough industry right now. I think that card shop, there's a card shop. Have you seen that card shop in Edmond?
I know there's a couple
I
around
don't know what he looks like.
in Edmond and Norman.
Yeah. Ryan showed me pictures of Boog Powell. over
Yeah,
here.
I was trying to pull up some
And by the
stats
way,
here.
I look nothing like that dude.
Nor are you a lefty.
Yeah, let's show people a picture here. Look at this. Come on, people. Like, I don't know, man. Oh, I'm sitting there showing it to the camera here. I'm like, we don't have a.
Which camera is it?
It's up there. I have to reach up there, but you know, people can look it up.
I can see it though. I see. So in this picture, I see your son.
Yeah.
So it must be a facial thing.
Well, no offense to Mark McGuire, but when I was in college, a couple of guys said I looked like Mark McGuire, and that's what they called me. I don't even think they knew my name. They said, "Hey, Mark McGuire." You know, of course, this was in 98, 99 when I was actually on this is where I played a year of college baseball here, but this field wasn't here. But I was in the dugout at practice when Mark McGuire broke Roger Maris's record.
Oh.
But they told me I look like Mark McGuire, and I'm like, I didn't really think Mark McGuire was all that attractive. You know, like I was like, I felt like it was a bit of an insult. And like I said, no offense to Mark McGuire, but
If somebody told me I look like Mark McGuire, I would just be like, "Oh, you're tall, chiseled, and you know, just very structured." Like, I'll take that.
I don't think that's what they were going for.
What if they told you you look
I
like
think it was
Jose
my face.
Canseco?
If I look like, well, I'd take that. He's a nice looking fella.
Okay.
But they weren't talking about my body, man. I'm talking about my face. Yeah, he made some good contact with that. Got number 28.
28, Bill Bennett.
Bill Bennett. Here we go. Also, I got an email on him too. I could share. Bill Bennett, number 28. It's up right now. Let's give you guys a little information about this guy here. If I can find it. Here we go. All right. So he's 62 years old, still working. He has an engineering and looks like management company in Oklahoma City.
Oh.
He's played baseball his whole life. He's a catcher, and he said his dad was a catcher, and he taught him. And his dad taught him. So he coached back in the 80s and 90s, Little League, up through American Legion, and while he played senior ball. One of the guys he coached with worked with also played in the senior league with him. Let's see here. He's got a lot of information here. Rob Workman. I think Rob Workman's one of the players in this league.
So it's Rob, yeah. He's the one on the mound, if that's him.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, there you go. There you go. He said, this is interesting right here, guys. He said once he quit playing, his legs went really downhill and arthritis set in from all the years of catching. Last year, they put together the 60-plus league, and he decided to recover his legs, and baseball allowed him to focus on that and be able. And he's been able to squat again. So the doctor said if he could work through the pain, it should be okay. So that's great.
So we number 13, Tennant Emmons. Up to the plate.
How do you say his name? Tennant Emmons?
I think it's, yeah, Tennant Emmons.
And we are in the top of the third inning with 1 out. Visitors are up 6-1. And what is the count right now? 2 balls, 1 strike. Put that on the board for you guys so you see. Here we got runners on. Well, it was on runner.
Chopper to third.
Oh,
he's going home. Safe.
Oh, attaboy. That's my buddy Lee Hoyle on first base. Sorry, guys, I'm looking through windows here. That's why you see me doing this. My buddy Lee Hoyle making that throw from first base to home. Almost getting the runner there. So now they got, did they get that out? Nope.
No, safe at home.
Oh,
Well, they got
They
the
did get the
the out at 1. Yes.
Oh, they did.
Yep.
Yeah, my fault.
Yep.
Come on, Lonnie. That's right. So we got 2 outs. He's back 0 here. And runner on third right now. So 7-1 though. That's hard to keep up with. It's my first time to use this scoreboard on here. So there we go. That should be accurate now, except we got 2 balls. All right, now we're accurate on here, but I'm gonna take that off just a second so you guys see. 7-1 visitors. That's who's up right now. Nice little slice. Oh.
Looks like we got number 6, Mike Clark. Oh, he crack a bat.
Little bat malfunction. Yeah, this would be a good opportunity to show this picture right here. What do you think of that, people? There you go. That's my buddy Ryan Miller taking a nice hack. Got it on camera. I don't know what you're doing with your teeth right there, man.
Gritting.
Nice little grin you got going there. So, there we go. Oop, here we go. Sorry about that. Back to the game here.
Oh, nice stick.
Oh, snap.
There you go.
Sorry if I made people miss that.
3 down, 3 down.
Who caught that?
Second baseman.
All right, second base.
So they got 1 run on that. So is that 7-1 now?
Yep. So 7-1. Going into the bottom of the third inning, guys. This is a 7-inning game, not a 9-inning game. If you're worried about how long this game's going to last, we're only playing 7 innings here. So we're now entering the bottom of the third. All right. So I thought it'd be good. Got a couple sponsors, unofficial sponsors. Oh, my friend, put my B-Top logo up. There we go. That B-Top logo up there. Got to represent. I can't. It's hard for me to do something like this. Not mention my buddy Ron Adante, who has 805 bats. And so here, I'll put his picture up right here. Let's try this one. There we go. That's me and Ron at the World Series last year, and that's one of the bats that he made me. So guys, if you're looking for a good bat, a good wood bat, I recommend 805 bats with Ron Adante. If you're looking, let me see if I have that There we go. Here's the Facebook link for that. All you got to do is facebook.com/805bats. And you can get you a wood bat. They're all custom bats. He turns them himself in his backyard. So definitely worth it there. So that's that.
And he eats, sleeps, and lives baseball too.
Yeah, Ron is definitely one. Hey, get your one some. Oh, yeah, Powerade sounds good. Thank you. We're more than 40 minutes into this game because we got a little bit of a late start and we were planning on broadcasting live and we were not able to do that because of some major technical difficulties. But we still are able to broadcast and we'll get this posted on YouTube or Facebook somewhere and try to get these guys some recognition for what they're doing. So if you guys best way to kind of find us on YouTube and everything is just to head on over to our Facebook page. If you're watching this on YouTube, so Baseballers for Life. Connect with us on Facebook there. We also have a really special private group. It's called B-Top Legends. And Ryan, you're a part of that group?
Yes.
Ooh.
Nice hack. Richard Morrissette, number 24.
Yep, Richard Morrissette back up to bat again. The second time around, I believe. Guys, make sure you head on over, follow us on our social media accounts. Instagram and Facebook are basically the same one. So I know it's a weird correlation, but have you seen Tiger King,
Yeah,
the documentary?
a couple
All right.
times.
So one of the strangest things about how that resonated with me and why I'm bringing that up right now is that when I was watching that, I was like, my gosh, there's a whole world of tiger people. Did you get that too? Like, I mean, it's more than just Joe Exotic or that weird guy from Florida, but there's like this whole world of tiger people that exist in America and more places probably. Well, that's how this hit me. That's how amateur baseball hit me. Like, there's this whole world of old people baseball that exists. I mean, in the MSBL World Series, I think they have age divisions. I think the oldest age division is 72 plus. Some of these guys are too young to play in that division.
Wow.
That was the coolest thing, dude. The first time I went out there to Phoenix, we finished our last day. We're packed up, and we decided to go ahead and head on over to Tempe Diablo Stadium where they play the main part of the tournament. And we were just watching some of the games and before we had to fly out. And then we're walking out to go back to our car to go head to the airport. Oh, look at that.
Nice.
Oh, yeah. He's going to get this. Is he going to make it?
He's safe. Oh, yep, he's safe.
Yep, beat it out. Beat the throw. So we're walking out to the vehicle to head to the airport. And as we're walking out, there are guys like this. That like we were being met by the 72 plus league. So all old guys with gray beards and stuff are walking in carrying full gear. The catcher was catchers always have extra gear.
Mm-hmm.
Walking in carrying 2 bags. I was like, wow. I was like, that really is why I was like, man, there's a whole world that I was unfamiliar with. And to me, these guys are the true heroes of baseball, in my opinion. Like, I grew up, and of course, you're named after Ryan Sandberg, right?
Yes, sir.
Who was my idol growing up. But so we idolize these professional athletes because we want to be one someday, right? And but these are, it's people like, Tony Sellers that I know, or Lee Hoyle that plays, or these guys, and all these guys out here that I look up to the most, because I just hope that, one, I hope I live to be that old in general, but to be able to be in your 60s and your golden years, 60s and 70s, and be out here on the field is just great.
Yeah, and that's why, I think it'd be interesting to see
Yeah.
when they were younger who their favorite players were, just to see where their mindset was.
Yeah.
And, they grew up, they might have played high school ball, maybe some college ball, maybe some in the minors, but then they went off and they had to make another professional career, raise a family, right?
Yep.
And never gave up the love of baseball to just come out and play. And I would much rather be doing this at this age or any age than sitting at home, watching reruns of MASH or, just something, right?
Yeah.
Like, to me, it's like once you stop, maybe your body just starts shutting down. Like, I would like to keep going as long as I could.
Absolutely. Well, I really do think that's why. I mean, I think there's been some of the latest research on metabolism, for example, is that basically metabolism changes in about 3 or 4 different times in your life, and one of the times that it changes in our adult life is around 20 years old, and some of the research is suggesting that it doesn't change again until 60. So, and a lot of people, and you tell people that, a lot of people don't believe that science, and of course I think it's some of the newer stuff coming out, but because it doesn't feel like that's the case for most grown-ups, right? It feels like our metabolism's changing, right? But I think a lot of the reason why we have such a problem with health is that we grow up and we stop playing. I'm not talking about just playing baseball. We just stop playing in general. All we want to do is work and sleep and try to get rid of our kids.
Yeah. We get caught up in the motions of the everyday life, the grind,
And I'm not. I also too. I'm not going to dog. I don't want to dog on anybody that's really into going and watching their kids play sports and getting their kids involved. There's a lot of people that like that, but in being part of my kids' little league teams, I've assistant coached both my boys for years. I'm head coaching my daughter's softball team right now, so I like to be out on the field, even in that context. But man, I am a bit beside myself on how many people will go and spend 3 or 4 days a week and sitting in a lawn chair just watching other people play a game that they used to love.
Yeah. I do love both aspects of it, because watching my 12-year-old daughter, and I have another 10-year-old going on 11-year-old. And
I'm not dogging on people that do that. Did you turn the lights off, Lana? No.
yeah, but just being able to,
Oh, here we go. Look here. Oh, nice hit. We went down on the knee, got the out.
Got the
Look at that. All right. Force out at third.
but kind of for me, being able to watch my daughter do that also, like, one, I was able to meet you at a tournament out there, but then
Sure.
as I'm watching my kid, I want to be out there playing myself or coaching, because I'm not a good spectator.
What was I doing when you met me, though?
On that day,
Yeah. Do you remember?
you were leaving the field going to your first game of the season. You were excited.
I was leaving my kids' game to go play my game.
Right, wearing your jersey, ready to rock and roll. Yep, absolutely.
And I don't want. I'm not suggesting that people got to be like that, but I will skip my children's games to play my games. But also think I think that's just a personal preference and principle. Like when we sign our kids up to play, we tell them you're committed to this team, and so the coaches, the team's expecting you to be there for practices and for this and that, and I don't think everybody completely operates like that in the adult leagues, but I try to the best I can, because I'm just probably making excuses. I just don't want to move. I just want to play. I don't want to watch my kids play.
Yeah, I mean, we only have so many good years left in our tickers and in our bodies, and I like to get out there and play as well. So.
Well, I think one thing that sold me on it too was that my middle son, who's my big baseballer, I think his love for the game really amped up when I started playing again. And here we go. Oh, man. Some of that is, I think, is like I said, him watching me play. Some other aspects of it is, I think, like if there was any part of me that was trying to live my dream through him, I think I pulled that back out when I started playing again because, and so maybe I took some pressure off of him too.
Probably. I can see that. I can feel that as you say it. I could feel myself thinking about the same thing with my kids.
Yeah. So who we got here? We got 25.
Wagner. No, I'm sorry, that's 45. We have Music. We're back at the top of the lineup.
Music. All right.
Yeah, all within the last year, I kind of I came back into like card collecting and playing baseball all in one year's time frame. So it kind of brings back all those memories of being young, and I love it.
Yeah.
It's addicting.
Oh, here we go. Pop up, see if he gets it.
Nice.
Oh, there he goes. Okay, so let me mention something. This play just reminded me of something. In traditional baseball, like if this is high school or college ball, whose ball is that? You think?
That one right there?
Yeah.
Probably the shortstop.
I'd say
third base.
Probably it'd probably just been. I would guess third. Would probably be my guess.
Come over and call him off.
Yeah, and then of course if in my case it'd be shortstop because it'd be a lot faster. However, I'm like in the adult leagues, that's pitcher's got to catch the ball. And I'm like, we're not fast enough to get there anymore.
And I think in these leagues, the pitcher wants to catch the ball, right?
Yeah.
It's not like the major leagues where you might have an entitled pitcher is like, I'm not going to catch that.
I've noticed some pitchers, that are like either younger or they're newer or something, and balls pop up in that area, and they're doing this number right here. They're going, like, is anybody going to get that? I mean, I'm like, yeah, you're going to have to get that. But I'm probably incriminating myself right now. People aren't going to want me to play on their team. No, I think, third base can get there, but I think I've noticed in this league a lot, pitchers catching a lot more pop-ups than I've seen before. Look at that. There you go.
I think, too, when we're out here playing, we all feel like we still have something to prove. We all want to make plays, and be a part of each play. Like, so I'm going to go after it if it's in my area. And pitchers are athletes on the field, and they're going to go get it right now for sure.
Yeah. Well, my thought is too is that I don't want to screw that up by having to do a 40-year-old sprint to the ball when like I said, you got younger legs out there. It should be an easy play for the third baseman. It's not smart for the pitcher to come off the mound and try to catch that ball. But in our league, I think sometimes that's the better move is for the pitcher to go ahead and call that one.
Yeah, especially a play like that. That specific play where that ball was landing too. I mean, think about it. You play deeper at third, right? And just like any of us, it's going to be a long way to come get that. So
right.
Yeah.
Right. So I think it's a good time for another ad we can show people here. So also want to mention John Rubinow's clinic. So let me put this on the screen here for you guys. All right, this is the pro ball baseball clinic. So this is there's a guy by the name of John Rubinow. He's in our VTOP group, and he runs this clinic. It was in Bradenton, Florida last year at the Pirate City. I went to it last year, you remember? And we trained with 16 different either current or former major league coaches. And this was a clinic that he put together just for amateur baseball players. Now they still will accept like some teenagers and stuff, but the vast majority of people, I think I mean I was 41 when I went to that, 42 now. I think I was one of the young guys out there, you know. So, but you know, we played baseball for 3.5 days. You know, for from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. I mean, it was so much fun, and we got treated like kings out there. So, if you guys are interested in being a part of that, I'd highly recommend it. It's definitely worth it. Got to play with players like Mike Gallego,
Yeah.
you know, who is he coaches the bench coach for the Angels, you know, was out there training us.
Yeah, I started looking up, and because I'm obviously a huge Cubs fan, and I told my wife, you know, I'm a little less than 2 years from retiring out of the Air Force, and I told her a couple of retirement gifts I'd like to do is, one, have a motorcycle, and that's not going to happen because I'm probably not going to be smart with it. The other one was to go to the Cubs fantasy camp, which Randy Hundley runs.
Oh yeah.
And, you know,
Yeah.
just to be able to have the chance to go out there and, you know, re-meet guys like Fergie Jenkins or Sandberg or whoever's going to be
Yeah.
out there for that camp would be amazing.
Yeah, I know some people. A lot of people go to the Twins, and Frank Viola's out there, and a lot of great ball players. But the difference in, you know, I would love also to do a fantasy camp someday, and I've heard they're amazing. I've never heard a bad thing about them. And one of the differences, though, in this one is that this is training focused, where fantasy camps aren't necessarily training focused. So you're going to get lots of reps. You're going to get professional instruction. I'll go ahead and put that on there if you guys are interested in that. There you have the website. You can go check out the Pro Ball clinic, Pro Ball baseball clinic. This year it's going to be somewhere else. I can't think of where it is now. But it's still going to be in Florida, but it's not going to be at Pirate City this year. So here we are. We are in the top of the fourth inning. Score 7-1. No outs.
Got our friend Robert Tubber back at bat.
Well, we got 2 balls and 2 strikes. And runners on base, runner on first. I'll go ahead and put the score up here so people can see it here.
Oh. I thought he was going to turn 2 and go 3 on that. He probably could have had it. You think it's interesting that the a comeback in baseball from little kids all the way to the pros is mullets, mustaches, and chains.
Yeah, I mean, I saw a guy yesterday at a football game that had the best Tom Selleck mustache, and I'll be honest with you, man, I just don't know what the porn industry is going to do anymore.
Lose a little bit of money on the baseball field out here.
I mean,
I'll tell you what, I've never
we're
had.
going to have to pick a new look, is all I'm saying.
I've never had any facial hair pretty much my whole life because, you know, I just always shaved it. But I'd say about a month and a half ago, I started growing this.
You got your nice one going.
Because I
actually thought of you yesterday.
Well, what I figured was once I started wearing chains around my neck and started growing a mustache, I started playing better baseball. Only thing is I can't grow a mullet, so
yeah.
So I'm gonna stay with it and see what happens.
Yeah, who's this up right now? Number 19.
Right now we got 19, Lou Lawrence.
And Lou Lawrence, I don't think I had any information on him. I'd like to see. Oh, look at that, dude.
Going for a bunt.
He's gonna bunt that one out.
Yeah, he got on his last at bat, and then he got a pinch runner, and they scored. I think it was Charlie Paulson scored for him.
Yeah.
Yeah, the great thing about this is if you just look out here in the stands, you see all these family members and these grandkids. I mean, if this is the only game they ever go to watching their grandparent play, they're going to remember it the rest of their life. And that's pretty cool.
Still 7-1. Right on second.
Oh, call that a strike.
Struck him out. Now we got 2 outs. 2 outs. Number 18.
Jacques Kessinger.
Jock Kessinger. That's bat number 18. Ooh. Is he throwing some junk? 2 outs. See, we got 1 strike.
There you go. A little late, but if he straightens that out, he's got a big stick.
Yeah, I just just barrel up with that. Just get on the barrel, see how it goes here. Got 2 outs, runner in scoring position. Oh, did you see that ball move?
Mm-hmm.
I wonder what he's throwing. That's got to be a cutter or something. All right, see what he gets going here. We got two strikes, no balls. And he is hanging in. Lots of foul tips.
We would say he's hanging in there like a hair in a biscuit.
Like a hair and a biscuit, yeah. You spent too much time at the cafeteria, the college cafe. I mean, if you're in college and you don't have a hair in your biscuit, I would worry about that biscuit. I was like, what? Something's really wrong with this one. Like, there's not a hair at all in it. Like that, someone picked that hair out, put something else in it. Someone's messing with you. No, I heard the calf here is really good now,
It is, it's really good.
and it wasn't terrible when I was here, but I heard it's great
It's
now.
picked up.
Yeah,
It's picked up.
struck him out. That's what they need, because Outlaws are going to have to come alive here if they're going to win this game. Oh, was there some trash talking? When you get down there on that field and hear some of this trash talking going on. All right, let's see.
Like we said, that never leaves, right?
Yeah.
You could be friends your whole life, but come out in the field, it's game on.
Yep, that's true. All right, so, let me tell you guys about this fella here. Let me get the right. There we go. All right, so I want to talk about this guy here. This is Mark Beecham. He's from Kansas City, and he is 73 years old. And the dude struck me out a couple weeks ago.
Nice.
And normally, if you had told me like I was going to go out for this tournament and play, and a 73-year-old man was going to strike me out, or that might happen, I think it would be a big crush to my ego. But man, I went and got my picture taken. As you see right there, I was like, I gotta go meet that guy. I was like, because I was really impressed more than anything. And that's not because I'm saying I'm a stud hitter, but I will say in that tournament, I was the year before that, we got the Josh Gibson Award, which was the overall best hitter for the tournament. And then another guy on my team was the overall tournament MVP, and he struck us both out in the same inning.
Wow.
This guy did, 73 years old. And I bet you, he got us both with off speed, but I bet you his fastball was cracking 70 at different points in time. And I can't remember if he had more than one AB. I know at least one of his ABs got a base hit. Ball line driver up the middle. So the guy's a stud, man. So it's like, again, these are the true heroes of baseball, in my opinion. These are the people I'm more impressed with than anything.
And he just looks like a few years older than Carl Cox. Looks just like him. So Carl, you could be a
man.
stud too.
When I do if I post this, I'll have to see if I can find a picture of Carl and put on the video for everybody to see.
You got that nice
Yeah.
salt and pepper.
Yeah, he looks old until you get up to the plate and you have to face off against him. He's a stud pitcher, guys. He's got that great salt and pepper beard going though, and it makes him seem a little older than what he is. But
And he's very
for 37, 30 years old, still got a pretty good arm.
he's very fiery too.
Yeah, he's also got like 8 pitches or something, like whatever. He's got like 4 different pitches, and he can throw them all from the traditional position of a pitcher,
Yeah.
and he can also do submarine style too.
Yeah, I've caught him a couple times.
Yeah.
Probably every pitch he's had, you know.
Yeah. All right, this is number 8. This is Lee Hoyle. I can tell you that just by looking at his batting stance, I believe.
Yep.
Is that right?
Yep.
Is that right? Lee Hoyle is from Oklahoma City. He's the first guy that really plugged me in with this group, and he might be the only player that still plays with the 18-plus league that we play in.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he plays the Oklahoma City Dodgers league, Oklahoma City Dodgers team.
Okay.
But I was visiting with him about this the other day, just asking him,
Nice
look at
tip,
there.
yeah.
There he goes. Hey, a little base rip there. All right. If they're just not letting him have playing time or anything like that, he doesn't ask for it because, it's at a certain age, it gets a little intimidating, to be out there at the ball's coming at the pace, the rate they're coming in, your reaction time's down. And if you're dealing with certain injuries, which I think he's had some different either injury or health problems that, look, you just want to get out and play with people your age, and I'm getting to that point. Like, I like getting up there against those 18, 19 or kids that are in between seasons of college ball and seeing if I can hit them, and that's a nice little, when you do, it's a nice little stroke to your ego. But to be honest with you, man, I just want to get out and play with guys my age too at times. So I really wish our league would start doing age divisions.
I wouldn't be opposed to that. I think that's why it's good to go to some of these tournaments that have the age limits and stuff, or frames, just to kind of really gauge where you're at. Like, okay, well, I'm be turning 38. I'd like to know how I am against guys my age.
Yeah.
Yeah. What kind of.
Well, you do very well this season, by the way.
Thank you. It's
Like,
probably 'cause we went to the cages a lot. We need it.
I don't know if you realize that our team is an older team. Like, I don't know if you picked up on that, but we got 5 or 6 guys in their 40s. We got 1 guy in his 50s, and then everybody else, other than a couple of those college players that we had were in their 19 and 20 years old. We had like 3 of those. Everybody else is 30 and over, and so the Pelicans though is also they're an older team too, actually, and they win a crap ton. But most of the teams are really young. But it is an 18-plus league, which is nice when we win.
It
right?
is nice.
All right, let's see here. Let's see, what are we doing on the score here? So we're in the bottom of the 4th.
We got Workman up to the bat. Let's see if he's been on the mound all night.
Right, yeah.
Let's see if he can help himself out with his.
See if the pitcher can hit. Speaking of Carl Cox, he won the team MVP award last year at the MSBO World Series. He comes out to that mainly as a pitcher, but man, his stick was on fire that week too. So did really well. 7-1 Broncos. Broncos are in yellow for those of you guys that are watching. And we are in the bottom of the 4th inning. And he just put him on. 4 straight balls. No outs. There we go. Runner on first. Hey, this is the time for the Outlaws to rally here.
Yeah.
They are the home team, And this is, one of 4 attempts that they have left.
Yeah, they've come up a couple times to the plate. They've seen the pitcher. They know what he's got. 2 on, no outs.
Ball. I'm gonna have to bring in Wild Thing.
Wild Thing Vaughn. I was gonna wear that jersey tonight too. Oh, third base got that. Yep.
All right. Is that the third baseman that made the diving catches earlier, or was that? It was?
Yeah.
Okay. I think I was on fire today. 1 out. So we are now about an hour and a half into this game, I guess, and we are in the bottom of the 4th. Again, if you're just tuning in, this is the Oklahoma City Senior Baseball Club 60-plus league. It just formed. These are the only 2 teams in the league at this point. They are looking for more teams, so I'll go ahead and put the information to Gary Hamner, who is one of the co-founders of this league. To give Gary a call if you're in the area and you want to get involved. Here we go.
And you'd be surprised at any age level, I would say, but
Tony Sellers?
yeah, Tony. 14.
So, interesting fact, real quickly, before we go into this. Tony Sellers went to high school with my mom. Bet you didn't know that.
Did not know that.
That's kind of how we got connected. And
Nice.
he is, I think, was on the only squad here at Oklahoma Christian University that went to the national tournament. Is that right?
Oh, was that the
Yeah, there's a picture of him on
70s
the
team
wall
up
over
there?
there.
Okay,
Yeah.
nice. Was it 72, I think?
Something like that, yeah.
That's awesome.
At least he says it's him. I think it's just a young guy with his name. That's what I thought.
Well, how great is that just to be able to come out here and play at the,
Yeah. Of course
decades
his field-
later,
Yeah.
and
Yeah, of course his field wasn't here. Man, it would have been cool to play on it, though.
yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I'm not sure if they had turf then.
Yeah, I don't know if they had turf in the 70s. I wasn't alive.
When was the Astrodome?
Oh, that's good. Was it all turf? Yeah.
They had turf.
I
Yeah.
guess
I don't
it's,
know.
maybe not for.
We're
I don't
going
know,
double
like
play right here?
college teams and stuff. They did
Oh.
high school.
Guys, this is how they're going to come back and win it now, right
Yeah.
here. Going to rally back. We got 1 out. They just batted a run in. On a double play attempt right there. Bases loaded. 1 out. And is this Sergio or
Factuar? I'm saying that right? 10. Yeah, I think somebody just says, "Let's go Surge."
Yeah, I think Serge. This guy is one of the guys come walking in today into the stadium. I was like, nah, this guy ain't 60. He's 63. Retired military. See what he does right here. Pitch, bases loaded. Woo! That's juicy. You gotta swing at that, man.
He's just looking for his pitch.
So we got bases loaded, 1 out, 2 balls, 1 strike. See what he does with it here. Oh, right.
Oh, yeah, got him. Got him good.
Tagged him. Nice. Nope.
Did it hit his bat? What? I thought it hit his helmet. No,
I don't know.
he dropped.
3 balls, 1 strike. Hitter's count right here. I'm sorry, I'm quiet because I'm watching the game. I want to see what happens. 3-1. Here we go. Oh, he's.
Oh, okay.
Oh, he thought he had it.
There you go. There you go.
He thought he had it.
Oh, wow.
Oh, he said he got
Another run in.
Oh, there we go.
Wow.
Now they're coming back.
That's how it happens.
Come over here and frame, Tony.
See, it's going to flip now.
Yeah.
A play here and there.
We finally got him out without scoring a run, and so we're going to get the
So we got the legendary Tony Sellers here. We actually just talked about you
Oh, you
playing on the
did?
19. What was it? 1970.
1972, 50 years ago this past spring.
And
The only Oklahoma Christian team to make the NAI National Tournament finished 3rd.
yeah.
And we said, hey, this is easy. We'll be there every year. We never
Yeah.
got back.
And Tony is usually the one sitting in the press box that calling these games and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Coach Cobble was looking to start streaming their games 2 or 3 years ago, and he reached out and said, hey, any ex-players that think they
Yeah.
could do play-by-play? And I said, well, I've only been doing it for about the last 30 years. How about giving me a shot? So I
And
came in.
you went to high school with my mom.
Granfield Bearcats.
Yeah. And
Went to
it's-
church.
hey,
We went to the same church, went to the same school.
when you go to a town that the best name they could come up with was Grandfield,
Well,
you ought to
the
know
story of that.
how.
Back in the early days,
It's a small
the
town.
original name was Ishtai, which isn't a very good name either.
Ishtai.
Yeah, so 2 towns, Kell and Ishtai, got together, and they had a fight over who's going to get the post office.
Oh.
And Ishtai got it, but since they got a post office, the guy that was the Postmaster General of the United States at the time, his name was Ed Granfield.
Oh, really? Okay.
And so it was the custom of the day to name that town after who you got the post office, and they named it Granfield.
Oh, it's not what?
It's not
what not the origin story that I would have thought of.
Yeah,
but I will
thought
say,
we'd gone
right.
through
Well,
Or the harvest
I would have
begins.
thought, people are just like, hey, we're going to call this town. They're like, well, it's just the 3 of us in this big field.
Ain't it
Just
great?
just 3 people, 3 families.
I'm sorry to burst your bubbles.
Yeah, it's a better story than the Chattanooga, Oklahoma story. Though.
Yeah. Well, they just ripped the name of
They
it.
just stole it. Yeah, they just robbed it from
We're
Chattanooga,
going to get another
Tennessee.
guy on here. They're not going to.
There we go.
Oh, I guess they are. He's not running.
I'm telling you, man, that third baseman for
Yeah,
he's
he's like on the lower end of 60.
He's
in
salty,
the 60 plus
man.
league. He's a pretty good player.
Well,
he's the
Surge's
guy
not
that built
bad.
this press box. that
Oh,
you're sitting in.
okay, that's right. Okay,
And those dugouts.
awesome.
So Lonnie,
Hey, I
got
will
to be friends with him.
just so you know, man. I think
How old are you now, Lonnie?
54.
Okay, you're still a few years away. I was going to recruit you, but we'll get you out here.
they've already tried recruiting him.
I will be 68 next Friday.
68, man. That's cool.
Yeah.
But I will tell you, man. It's like you're wrapping your bat a little bit on that ball.
Yeah,
Like it's
I
down
got good. Here's the funny thing. I'm a switch hitter, but this guy's the only left-handed pitcher in the league. And we've only seen him once, so I've only gotten to bat right-handed once all year until tonight. And I was 2 for 2, and I got to give me an error on that one.
there.
At least I got to run it. But I normally bat left-handed all the time because
Yeah.
nothing but right-handed pitchers. So it was nice. And he's throwing slow enough that I'm not used to batting right-handed,
Yeah.
so it's right in my wheelhouse.
Yeah.
Now the
There you
last
go.
time up, I chased he kept everything away from me, tail away. I should have gone to right field. I was chasing everything. I tried to pull it, but I
Hey.
can still hit. I can feel a little bit. I cannot run.
Yeah. Yeah.
As evidence when I had a double and I fell down going from first to second.
Yeah.
But I appreciate you doing
Yeah.
this. This is a great service you do with
Well, thanks.
the baseball training for older people, and for you to give us some exposure. A lot of guys that are out here. Rob Workman
Yeah.
played at OSU in Southeastern.
That's what I thought,
Greg
yeah.
Cloud played at Northwestern, who's on our team. There's some guys that played at Jerry Peace at OBU. So we got some ex-college baseball players on there.
That's great.
And we all used to play in what was the senior league, the 30 and up, and then for a while it was 25 and up.
Right.
And then, here in Oklahoma City, when I got to be about, 45, I just decided I was embarrassing myself in the field in that league. I could still hit a home run my last game, but I said, no, I'm going to let the young guys come out. And so, played a little softball, but then they put this league together, and I said, hey, I want to play baseball.
Right.
And a lot of these guys play in a Tuesday night softball league in Midwest City.
Oh, okay.
So they're teammates, and they go around. In fact, they travel and go to Texas, Kansas City, and play in regional tournaments every weekend. They're tournament teams.
Yeah.
But I don't want to play soft. If I can hit the ball and I can get out here in the diamond, I want to play baseball.
I don't blame you, and I'm not dogging on people that play softball.
No. It's good. It's a good recreational sport.
I can't hit I'm a power hitter, and I cannot hit the
Because
ball.
you don't want to mess up your swing, you have to have a different swing to
That's
hit
why
home runs in softball.
Right.
I was the same way. I hit line drives all the time. I
Yep.
could never hit home runs in softball.
Right.
I could hit the ball hard, but
Yeah.
I wasn't a great softball hitter.
But you're jacking bombs like crazy now.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, every day in my dreams. We've hit a couple balls hard in this league. I hit one the first week, and I thought, oh man, that's got a chance to get out. It probably was 40 feet from the wall.
Yeah, way.
The longest ball that we hit, I think you may have seen it last week. A guy hit one that's maybe 20 feet, and that old man's strength just doesn't get it to the wall anymore.
It's hard. You gotta. After every game, I have to go to a chiropractor because and my chiropractor's like, you must play a one-sided sport, is what she said, because I'm always out. Well, I'm twisting everything out from.
Well, and the other thing is the guys aren't throwing. You have to supply all the power out here because
Well,
the guys
yeah,
aren't
true.
throwing hard enough to where if they hit your bat with an 85, 90 mile an hour fastball, it's going to go out.
Right.
Whereas out here, it's 60 miles an hour, as I saw the guy, and I was giving Rob a hard time because the man you hit 60, he was not happy with that day. He was throwing hard. The other guy's throwing so slow, he didn't register. There's 61.
Yeah.
So
you got the gun on it, Lonnie?
yeah, Lonnie's got the gun on it. Rob's registered. Roy, the other guy, he's not throwing hard enough to register on it.
No.
But he's getting the job done so far. They're still ahead.
He's hit 59 on that one.
And there's Mel, 77 years old, oldest player out here. Just hit that one. I think he broke his bat on that one.
Wow.
Well, it could be a good reason why, with their hits and stuff, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he's got a little bit of, and when his curveball's on, it's very difficult. He's got a really
What's his first name? Rob?
Rob Workman.
Rob Workman. You guys hear that? He's been throwing 58 to 61 all night long. So
Yeah, he keeps that arm in shape. He'll throw batting practice in preseason for us,
yeah.
and he's a great batting practice pitcher. He knows what that's supposed to be. You're not trying to get you out, but he can get out here. And he struck out the side last inning. He's got a pretty good curveball. He jammed that guy that time. Bill should be thrown out. There
Nice.
we go. 2-2 down.
If I can zoom in on him a little bit.
Well, I'm gonna head back down here before I get kicked off. But I appreciate you guys coming out. This is a great deal, and
Hey, send Lee up here.
I'll send Lee Hoyle up here in a second.
All
I don't
right.
think he has to go out in the field next inning, so I'll send him up. Appreciate you, man. This is a lot of fun. Yeah.
Let's zoom in a little bit, but I don't want to.
What's humid out there?
We'll keep third base in the
We
picture
usually
there.
play in the morning, it's 90 degrees, we think that's bad, and we're like out here, it's
Oh.
hot out here.
Here we go.
3 up, 3
Three up,
down.
3 down,
There
second
you go.
inning in a row.
There we go, guys. All right, let me update the scoreboard here. Let's see, what is it? It's 7. It is now. We're entering into the bottom of the 5th. Bottom of the 5th, and it is 7-4 visitors. So we got a ball game here, guys. So we're entering the bottom of the 5th, 7-4 visitors right now, and that was Tony Sellers that was just on camera with us, and great dude. You can tell he's he's very good at broadcasting, right? Like you can tell he talks for a living.
He's on it.
Yeah, he's really good and real big into media, and 77 years old and still playing ball. And that's what we want to see. All right, let's talk a little bit, Rhino. I just want to mention to everybody, this is, so if you're not part of the B-Top Legends group. We have a lot of fun in that group. One of the things that we do sometimes is put out some swag. You see there's some of our shirt designs. The Has Been My Ass shirt is one of my favorites, but and you can see that's Ron Adante actually in that. That's basically my model there, which I didn't ask him if I could do that, but he doesn't seem to have a problem with it. If I could make him the unofficial B-Top model.
Yeah, he's carrying one of his bats. It's all good.
Yeah. So I'll put up another one here too. This is the one you see right here is the hat that I'm wearing. Flip it around here. It's got my Oakleys on it there, but really, I only got about 3 of those left, and then the B-Top shirt. And there's I don't keep a ton of these on stock. We do have a few of them left, but I'll be putting out some, hopefully get some more custom coming out soon. So just want to give a plug for that. And why not, man? So I showed a picture of you, Rhino. Well, I'll just do one of me here. Here we go. By far my favorite picture of me. That photo was taken by Teresa Devan from Des Moines, Iowa, actually. And what you guys might not know is that was taken through a chain link fence, but you can't see the texture of the fence because of the software that I used to create that. So it's pretty cool.
Nice.
So I appreciate Teresa, the work she does. All right, like I said, we are now in the bottom of the 5th inning. It is 7-4 visitors. And we got 1 ball, 1 strike. No runners on. 1 ball, 1 strike, and no outs. And who do we have up here?
Meek.
Meek. I think I have some information on him.
Yeah, I think he's on there.
Bill Meek,
Bill
very
Meek.
first one. Yeah, 7. Oh, yeah. So Bill Meek just lined out to the pitcher. He is 76 years old, so he's up there too. I think Tony's 76. Tony said he was 77.
Yeah, gonna be 78 next Friday.
Wow. So Bill is 76, and is plays softball and baseball. One of those guys. Coaches for a super senior softball club. I don't know what that is. Here we go from from shortstop. All right. Through his helmet.
Not happy.
So I said, man, that baseball presence is still there. Still there. You guys didn't see that because I zoomed in on the camera, but he threw his helmet. He got the first base through his helmet. So they now at 2 outs. Bottom of the 5th, 2 outs. Hey, guys, they're just 3 runs back, so still a lot of ball game left. A lot of opportunities.
Is that Gary Hamner? Is that who it is? 19. One of the co-founders.
Yep, one of the co-founders, Gary Hamner. Oh, puts it down the line. Oh, see what he
Okay,
does here.
all right.
See what he does.
And
Hey, look at that.
no, save no.
Oh, he called it. He
Oh.
missed him. I think he missed him.
Hey, from up here, I didn't see a tag,
I don't
but
know,
you're
man.
not gonna get that overturned.
Yeah, I think.
Maybe they'll talk about it. I saw a safe call.
You guys are watching this. What do you think? Safe or out?
My eyes are still good, but my hearing's not.
They're doing the whole leave the field thing right now.
Yeah, he's agreeing with him. Well,
He's calling him out. There he is.
I bet you Gary's not too happy.
He's probably not very happy. All right, guys. That ends the 5th inning. We're now be entering into the top of the 6th. That inning went quick. Nice little dig by the first baseman, though. I have to admit.
To be able to get out there and
Yeah.
Get that
Definitely.
tag.
Definitely. Just want to remind you guys, make sure you go follow us on Facebook. We also have a YouTube channel as well that we'd love for you to like and subscribe. But the best way to kind of figure out what we're doing is through our Facebook page, and then we'll post some things through Instagram, which is the Baseball is for Life. But if you guys are wondering, the B-Top brand, which you see right there, I just put up on the screen, that stands for Baseball Training for Older People. This effort was started out of just the love for the game. Is kind of a joke in the beginning. When my team was going to go play in the MSBO World Series, I was like, man, we need to train. We need to get after this. And I was like, I started this Facebook page. I just started it as a group at first, called Baseball Training for Old People. You know, just trying to encourage these guys to get in and train. And then it just kind of took a life of its own. And now we have in the B-Top Legends private group, which is why I have the shirt. This was when we actually formed a team. The team that never was is what I call it, because we had formed a team from this group, and we were going to go play ball in Iowa, and it got rained out. But we, put the jersey, wrong sleeve there. Put the jerseys together and the hats, and had the whole squad and the manager, and then never got to play together. But now we got from about 1,100 private members from all over the world. So it's really cool what it's kind of turned into in that sense. So.
Well, at least you could say the Legends are undefeated, right? I mean,
Yeah.
there is that.
Yeah. We're neither winners nor losers.
Yeah.
We just are at this point. All right. All right, we're now entering the top of the sixth inning. Score 7-4 visitors. Visitors are the yellow team, which are the Broncos. Home team is the Oklahoma City Outlaws, which is the team that Tony Sellers, that you just saw in here with me, plays on, and my buddy Lee Hoyle.
I just think that we're in the age of social media and text messaging and just, not really talking a lot to people.
Mm-hmm.
But you think a game of baseball, like how it gets you back to the roots of talking to people, right? Like,
Sure.
Say if you never came up and talked to me, I wouldn't have really known I can come out and play.
Yep.
Oh, still got a chance.
Oh, hi.
Safe.
Or
or
lost
it's
that
just
one on the release there.
the networking and just getting the word around, like kind of like
Sure.
you're doing now, putting it out there and letting others know that people are out there playing baseball. Like, hey, I can go do that.
Mhm.
It's awesome.
Yeah, absolutely. So in the B-Top mission spells heart, which, the H is for health. Of course, now that I'm put on the spot, I'm going to forget my own mission statement, but, here we go. Here we go.
Oh. 24's got some speed.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Jonas
so,
Madden is back at the top of the lineup.
See your phone. Pull it up for me. But I know the the H is for health. Just getting out and doing something, staying healthy. And the R is in heart is relationships, and so many different relationships have been built through this group that we created. I say we because. I just put it together, and if you don't have members in it, then you don't have a group, But it's called Baseball Training for Older People Legends, B-Top Legends. And that's the private group. So if you're looking for that private group to be a part of, that's it. Yeah, so heart. Sorry guys, I had to look it up because I slipped in my mind. So I said the H is for it's health. and then it's encouragement. And so that's exactly why we're covering this game. So we want to encourage people to get back out on the field. Woo! I don't know if that's encouraging. So that was really bad timing. We don't want you to take balls to the face, but we do want you to get back out on the field and remember what it's like to really love this game. That means so lot to so much to so many people. There's so many different. I think baseball is one of those games that has so many different life applications in it. When people talk about it being a game of failure, which I have a problem with that a little bit in a sense, because that's only if you're measuring it through batting. But there are more things I feel like in my life that I've tried and attempted to do that didn't work out. But it's those few times where things do work out that matter the most, And it's being the ability to teach you the ability to get back up and get in there again and do it again and do it again. Not to mention you got a speeding ball coming just inches from you, inches from parts of your body too that we won't care to mention in this broadcast.
Yeah, I mean, just playing baseball, right? It's
Yeah.
just you have to have just a short memory. Right? Your next at bat
Yeah.
is what matters, not your last at bat.
Right.
And your next play in the field, not your last play in the field.
Mm-hmm.
So
the A in the heart is awareness, and what the effort of the B-Top mission is when it comes to awareness is to bring awareness to baseball into amateur baseball in particular, and all the different things going on there. I mentioned the R's for relationships. Ron Adante, I mentioned him a lot. He's a very, very special place in my heart because, he started 805 Bats right around the time that I started B-Top. And then we just became really good buddies. And since that time, we've got to play on two teams together. He's from California, and we chat regularly, through Facebook. And he's a very strong supporter of B-Top. If you notice, every time I do introduce the new weekly members of the group, Ron's always the first one to comment saying, "Welcome to the group." But then there's Bruce Tomey from Rippey, Iowa, and all those Iowa guys that I got to play on a team with them. You got Eddie Lamar from. Eddie Lamar was really the first older guy that I met that really impressed me because he's 65 years old and he still pitches. And I really need to get him on, and like I'd like to get up to New York, to Long Island where he lives, and interview him because I think there were when they were filming League of Their Own, when that movie was being put together, I think they had two different locations, like a West Coast and an East Coast location for actors and actresses to come and try out for that movie, but they wanted to see him play baseball, right? Well, Eddie, he basically auditioned. He didn't audition, but he auditioned certain actors and actresses for that movie, including Madonna.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's got a great Madonna story. It's got some colorful language, so I won't repeat it. But he, he's got some great stories. He also was a batting practice pitcher for the Yankees and the Mets at different times in his life, and then of course he's coached a lot of collegiate ball from Long Island. So I mean, it's just when it comes, like I said, the relationships and that gets built through this is pretty cool. And then the T in heart is training, and so which is kind of how it all started. We don't post as much stuff related to training. It's more about just encouraging you to train. I'm not an expert in that. I'm not a professional instructor, or I'm not a guy that's in the gym every day or studying those different things, like Eric LaRousse. I don't know if you know him from the B-Top group. But there are some professional trainers in our group. I'm just not one of them. But it's not about, some people get into the group, they're thinking like, oh, I'm going to, they're going to give instruction and everything. It's like, I'm not going to give it, but I mean, there are some things that I'll do in that vein, but most of what I'm trying to do is just encourage people to go get it, Like, for example, John Rubinow's clinic is available. But there's a lot of things you can do that don't cost money either, so. All right, guys, we are still in the top of the sixth. We got 2 outs, still 7-4.
Oh, nice.
Oh,
hit.
nice little hit.
All right.
I'll zoom back out there. I like to get the whole field in. All right, well, now it's 9-4. So. Nine to 4, 2 outs. At the bottom of the sixth. Visitors are up. Visitors would be this yellow team that you guys see right now, which are the Broncos. Home team are the Outlaws. And we're roughly 2 hours into this game. Here we go. Long throw.
Oh, got him.
Oh no.
Just missed it. Just
Oh.
missed it.
Ball's out of play. So
Yeah.
ground roll double out of that deal.
They scored a run, didn't they?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I'll tell you what, the Outlaws had their little comeback, but Broncos came right back with it.
Yep. Hey man, and let me just say to you, man, those throws from deep or third base, those are hard for us.
Yes.
At least, well, let me speak for myself. Let me just say, my ball isn't throwing that ball from third base isn't on a line anymore. There's a little bit of an arc to it now at this age.
And it makes sense. I mean,
Yeah.
you just want to get it there.
So, I mean, when you think about, just how long of a throw that is anyways, as we're getting older and arms aren't what they used to be, and then trying to be accurate with it, I mean, it's just difficult. If you notice, too, guys, that you see that catcher getting up and down, I believe he's caught that whole game.
He has. Yes.
I will say I am most impressed with catchers. I thought I was the most impressed with pitchers, but I am truly the most impressed with catchers. I caught my very first game ever. I caught that 1 inning. You were there. You remember?
That's the one. I was not there.
Oh, you weren't there for that one?
Yeah,
That's
no.
probably why I
I
was
saw
catching.
pictures though.
I caught 1 inning. 1 inning. And I was wiped.
Yeah,
And
and
my back hurt.
so it pretty much affects the rest of your game if you're not in great shape, right?
Yep.
Especially at the plate,
Yeah.
Some of these hot days we had this year, I don't know, it was a Sunday we played a doubleheader maybe 2 months ago, and I just could not hit anything. It felt like I was swinging a tree that first game, and then I played outfield the second game, and then I got on base every time, made contact, and it was just different.
Right.
More energy.
Yeah.
So
It is.
can't imagine what he's kind of going through down there to be up and
Oh,
down, up and
gosh.
down.
Yeah, I mean, I'm with you on that. Let's see here. Get that score off of there. Yeah, so then we got people like, if you guys are watching this and if you play on a team yourself, who is the machine of your team? Like there's always somebody that's just like a machine. They can pitch 3 games or something, or they'll just play forever, and you kind of got to tell them to stop or they're going to hurt themselves. Like
Yep.
even young people can't do it like that. And who would you say it is for our team?
For a machine?
Yeah, like that dude's a machine.
I don't know. We got a couple of the young guys that come out, but
Well, to be honest with everybody, I'd definitely put Ryan in that category to some degree. But there's somebody else that I'm thinking of on our team that not that you're not like that, dude, but he kind of tops you a little.
oh, Kazi, Matt Kazi.
Matt Kazi,
Yeah.
man, God,
He'll pitch and hit, and
he's what, 35 years old, and
retire. Well, medically retired Marine, if you will.
yeah, I mean, that dude would pitch he'd pitch 2 9-inning games if you let him. I mean, he would pitch until he hurt himself, and then he often will pitch and then go, or he'll catch the first game usually, and then come out the second game and pitch.
I'll just say it loosens him up.
Yeah, and he looks nasty after every game, dude.
Yeah.
Like, that dude looks bad. I mean, he is the dirtiest dude out there. But I think it's part of his identity now. So.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, some people are just like that. They can just play forever.
A lot of it, could be his upbringing with playing ball, or just his upbringing in the military, like a can-do attitude. You don't quit until somebody makes you stop. Just different things, different things.
Dude, I'll be honest with you, man. I think all that's true to some degree, but I think there's a huge genetic factor in that.
Could be.
Some people just got the genetics that just let them keep good, like their Energizer Bunny, man. Excuse me.
It'd be great to have some of that for sure.
What are you talking about, dude? You definitely got some of it. We go shortstop again. Look, that
Nice
guy's got
throw, nice toss. Ooh,
he got
nice
it.
pick
Got it,
too.
dude.
Nice pick. Yeah, I'll go until I hurt myself for sure, and then I'll play through that. But it's just because I want to be out there.
Like, I think, didn't we say? Didn't I do a post like who's the most? Who's the person on your team that gets hurt the most? And I don't mean like big injuries, like sprained ankles and stuff. How that could be the case, but I'm talking about like just gets bruised up and banged up, and you're the dude on that, like. And you nasty bruise too.
I do.
Your bruise
It's the Irish skin I got.
disgusting.
Yeah. I don't know.
My
Kind of
bruises
like
don't show up for a week.
the battle wounds. There you
There
go.
it is.
Nice play. Kind of looks like Kenny Rogers out there.
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, it might hurt for a week after doing things like that but getting out there, but it's just one, it's a reminder you're alive. Two, you get to do something that you love doing, and I'll take that.
Yeah, no question. Guys, we're at the bottom of the 6th inning. Oklahoma Outlaws are up, home team, bottom of the 6th. 2 outs, and nobody on.
Shortstop
is getting some work.
Great throw.
Wow, got it. He's got a good arm.
Yeah. That side of the field, man, they can do some damage, right? Put some guys out.
Yes, sir. Let's see. So, it's not number 11 is the pitcher, right, for the Broncos.
That was 20-something over there as far as shortstop. Mike Hancock's at third.
Who's number 11?
For the Broncos?
Yeah, for the Broncos. The Broncos.
Ray Johnson, the pitcher?
Yeah.
Yep.
So this is a guy they brought up actually from Tyler, Texas.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Ray Johnson from Tyler, Texas. He's 77 years old, guys. 77, guys. Still throwing.
Yeah. Caught a couple off the mound. Came off like a cat.
Yeah.
Cat-like reflexes.
Yeah. Oh, very sweet. He says, I sent out an email to everybody asking them, like, just certain questions so I could, when we did this broadcast, we could talk a little bit about him and everything. But since he was coming up from Texas, and he's kind of a new guy, I guess, they asked him, so they gave it to me on this piece of paper, which I was like, what is that even? Where do you get a piece of paper like this, man? I was like, it's like they went into an old suitcase and it's been like
from
their
1972 from that.
I know. I'm like,
tournament team.
what did this go to? You know, like, is everything they do is everything they do old?
Maybe.
Even the paper. I mean, that's not even a Post-it, guys. Like that's not. It's just a weird strip of paper.
Yeah, where does it come from?
But anyways, but one thing I can say if he does, they can do that our kids can't is write in cursive.
Bingo.
So here we go. He said that the thing that I asked him questions like hobbies and anything interesting or special, and he said he has a wonderful wife that supports him playing baseball, and that's also huge.
That's number one almost.
It's really, really hard, I think, to be able to do this without a supportive partner, and I definitely have one. I mean, she's been chauffeuring the kids around today, doing different things they have going on, just so I could be here, you know. And she never complained. She never gave me a cross word. She just said, "Go have fun." And maybe she's glad I was out of the house, but I'm going to pretend it's because she loves me.
And I kind of tend to think that a little bit women are most of the time smarter than men. It's just a thing, right? And so she knows
At
this
least maybe you're smarter. That's why you're saying that.
She knows this is good for your mental health, right?
Yeah.
Well, and my wife going into the mental health field as well, like knows this is good for my mental health. I need this, and like, to get a piece of this is.
But you also know your limits, though, right? Because you've been asked like 2 or 3 times to play on different teams at a certain time. You're like, no. She's already planned something.
Yeah.
And you said no.
Yeah. One thing was the Air Force ball coming up, and I already know that my limit. No, that's going to be my last one of my active duty career. And another time is we're putting in a pool, and it's not cheap, and it does cost money to go to these tournaments out of state and everything. And I could do it, but I'm trying not to be completely selfish.
Right. Sure.
But with that being said, she's very supportive.
Yeah.
of me going out there.
You're not known for spending money, though.
If she sees that, hopefully she doesn't comment on it. Yeah, I'm the spender. I know it. I just kind of look away when she says something.
I'm just saying, if you want to shut down everything.
But next year, I definitely will be eyeing a couple tournaments next year.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe one local and one something if we do like the World Series type thing. I definitely would like to go.
Yeah. Let me tell you guys a little bit about Rhino here, and I'm gonna embarrass him a little bit. Ryan is about to retire from the military in like 2 years, right?
A little less, yes, sir.
And he has his dream. He's already pursuing his dream of starting his own hitting training facility. But he's already. I guarantee you, he's put more together, far beyond what most people would when they start doing an effort like this with it. So, I should have got your logo and stuff so I could put it up.
I have a ring on.
Oh yeah, well you have to show it. You have to take it up there. You
Let's
just
see
take
it.
your.
Let's see if they can see it.
You just take that with you.
Oh.
Yeah.
I have a tattoo, but I'd have to lift up my
So it's
shirt.
called Line Drive 405, and
Excuse behind
he really put together a really cool logo. But you went all out and bought a bunch of swag. By the way, my hat is somewhere on this campus. There you go. Get a little closer. There it is. Yep. Really cool. So those are the future rings people will get at the tournaments that you hold in the future.
Yep.
Like I said, like not known for spending money, are you? But dude, even if something happens and you're not able to get the space that you want to do that, you could sell. I mean, the freaking design and the swag you put out is so awesome, dude. You could just do a clothing store.
I enjoy creating different things with it for sure.
Yeah, you're a pretty good artist too. On top of that too, just to tell you about his commitment. I don't know if he'd be willing to show you this, but he got a tattoo.
On my tattoo?
Logo. Yeah.
Yeah, it's most of the guys on here, so they won't be offended. But let's see if they could see it.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Is it able to see that?
Yeah. Yeah, here, let me put you. Let me get it. There we go.
There it is.
There you go. You're right by.
There's my logo.
You're right by my.
There it is.
Right by my face.
So I kind of did that one because I like to be creative and I like my tattoos, but it just gives me that little bit of extra, like, okay, I'm very serious about this, and
Yeah.
you know, what I'd like to do is open up a 20 to 25,000 square foot facility in Mustang Yukon area here in Oklahoma, and
Yeah.
you know, have an indoor turf field, and there are so many kids, athletics out there, youth athletics, and these adult leagues, and everybody,
Oh.
college players coming home that need a place to
Yeah.
go practice, right? So
Absolutely.
very excited about it.
Lonnie, do you have a tattoo you want to show us on your belly or something? Or
I don't have a tattoo.
don't you have one right across your belly, like when you're in that gang all those years ago?
You have one of those
Yeah.
suns around your belly button, and
Yeah.
over the top it says
Yeah.
"Thug Life."
Yeah, that's right. But he has to take his belly button ring off to show you.
I'm scared of needles. So I'm,
I am too,
tattoos.
apparently. But
All right, we got number 19 up. It's also this is one of, I think it's one that I don't have a lot of information on. I have to go down.
Lou
and get it.
Lawrence, yeah.
Yeah.
We didn't have any on him.
Oh, look at that little poke.
There you go. That's a fair ball. Oh,
Oh,
just
no.
went foul. He could have went up and got that one.
Yeah. Here we go. Oh, he's stepping
Oh.
out. He's moving out.
Yeah.
You have to work with him on that.
He's almost like a.
All right, guys, this is their last opportunity right here. So let me get everybody updated here, as you and I were talking about other stuff. 10% back. We're good. So it is the bottom of the 7th inning. This is their last opportunity. It is 10-4, bottom of the 7th. Home team, which is Oklahoma Outlaws, coming up to see if they can make a rally and get 6 runs right here. 7 runs to win it. 6 runs to tie it. We get to stay here longer.
Well, you know Ray Johnson's up for the challenge. He's back on the mound for the final. If this is the final, outs.
Just in case you guys are wondering, just in case you're wondering who we've been talking to over there, let me get the. Go ahead and pause it. That's me holding my iPad up. So like I said, just in case you're wondering who we're talking to, that's Coach Lonnie Cobble over there. Who's got the Thug Life tat on his stomach. Yeah. He is the baseball coach here at Oklahoma Christian University. Nothing against the guy that I had, but I would have loved to have played for Coach Caldwell. He's got a pretty good reputation amongst coaches everywhere, it seems like. And he runs a pretty solid baseball camp too, right here too. In fact, I'd like to say that it's that Cage Camp, which is the famous basketball camp here in Oklahoma. I want to make a shirt that says Cage Camp is the Lonnie Cobble of basketball.
Yeah.
What do you think? What do you think, Lonnie?
Yeah.
Should we make that?
You out now?
Is that Michael Cage? The
No, it's just they
Oh.
call it. It's called the basketball camp here.
okay.
You know,
I should play one of my baseball camp videos, and I didn't.
oh, I said that Cage Camp is Coach Hayes really put together a pretty solid program over the years, right? Like get people all over the place coming in. But I'd like to do a shirt that says Cage Camp is the Lonnie Cobble of basketball. Like Coach Hayes is the Lonnie Cobble of basketball. What do you think of that?
I think he probably has my camp blown away. As many as I heard as he had.
I didn't realize it was as popular of a camp as it was. Like People know it everywhere.
Oh, yeah. It's crazy. Me and Terry were in Hawaii 3 years ago. I had an OC shirt on. People stopped me and go, "Did you go to Oklahoma Christian?" I was like,
Right.
Yeah.
crazy. We actually had a player a few years ago in London and went into a bar and had his OC baseball shirt on, and a person in there goes, do you play baseball at Oklahoma Christian? What?
In
Wow.
London?
Yeah, in London.
They don't even
wow.
know
And the
base.
person had gone to OC like
Wow.
Wow.
years ago.
Oh, that's a race.
There you go.
But I mean, isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
It's a small world, man.
Because OC doesn't have that many students, and people everywhere we've gone, we were. One of my coaches was in California. His wife is from there, and they were out there. And he took a picture of somebody that had an OC sticker on their car driving out there. But supposedly it was when our frisbee team was out there playing
Oh, yeah?
national championships. Yeah.
So is this the second year for the frisbee team? Frisbee golf?
Well, first year for frisbee golf, second year for intramural for the
Oh,
ultimate.
ultimate. Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah, those guys are.
You know, my father-in-law was pretty instrumental in putting together that frisbee golf
Really?
thing here. Yeah,
I'll tell you, it's. I'll tell you this.
like he's gonna be traveling with the team.
Last week, we were. Me and Terry was eating at Jason's Deli, and a guy goes, "Do you work at OC?" And I said, "Yeah." And he goes, "Whoever put that frisbee golf course in, that guy needs a raise." And I started laughing. I said, "Really?" And he goes, "I played competitive frisbee golf." He goes, "Best course in the state."
Yeah.
Wow.
And was
I
like,
think
"Really?"
my
He
father-in-law was the one who mapped it. Yeah,
goes, "Map that out."
yeah. I mean, they had a little one here already.
Yeah.
Right.
It wasn't a full course.
Right, and then he went through and he like got it, and it's some like I did. The funny story is that like I'm hearing him talk about this like a few months ago. I'm like, well, what's going on? And this is like the last 2 years. Like my wife, my wife, like nobody clued me in on this. I'm learning like 2 years later that all this frisbee golf stuff going on in Oklahoma Christian is my father-in-law is like this for like 2 years helping OC put this together. I had no clue.
Yeah.
They decided
It's
they
a
were going
big
to tell
deal.
me. But yeah.
They got the pickleball courts in, and
I didn't know that.
yeah,
I love pickleball.
there's tons of people that play up here now. It's
Oh,
crazy.
wow.
It's lighted too. It's just right over here.
And it's open to the public?
Mhm.
Perfect.
And then they've got, I mean, all the sports that they're just creating and bringing in. And then I hear that they've got a guy that's willing to donate 2 boats so they can start a bass fishing team.
Wow. Yeah, nice.
Or a fishing
great.
team, or whatever it's called.
I didn't really know that was a big thing. I
Oh,
saw
it's huge.
my old high school back in
Fishing.
Illinois.
Yeah.
It's a Catholic high school. It's a college preparatory school. They had a bass fishing team, and they won state this last year. I was like, what? Never heard of it.
There's a tons of junior colleges around here that have them.
I think we should do boxing.
Yeah.
I'm surprised they don't have a
Something.
Oh, noodling
Kids
team.
aren't tough enough to box anymore.
Dude, there's that girl on YouTube that noodles. Sorry, we're getting off track here. But, oh, man.
Well, I used to have people come from out of state, come in my backyard in Illinois. I lived on the Kankakee River, and they'd come out to my backyard, big old rock in the middle of the river, and they'd come out.
Well,
They called it hogging there, and
Yeah.
they'd catch 80-pound flathead right there. Be out there all day
I
long.
think Oklahoma's a pretty big noodling state.
Ooh, yeah.
I mean, Gordon Ramsay came out here anyways, and to just a noodle.
Did he?
Yeah. Black, what's that lake near Stillwater? Black something? Blackwater? No, I can't think of what it's called.
I'll think of it here.
I wonder if he was swearing at the catfish. He's trying to get them.
I had a player at Santa Fe that used to noodle back, and of course that was
Yeah.
back in the early 2000s, and he took a bunch of my boys one night noodling, and the parents had a fit. and they wanted me to do something about it. I was like, not their parents.
Yeah.
They could be out partying and doing
Yes.
things they're not supposed to be doing, right?
Exactly.
I will say this though, like as a baseball coach, I'd be like, "What? Like, please tell me you used your
Right.
your glove hand."
Yeah.
Don't take any of the pictures, please.
No kidding.
Man, like when I was in high school, my coach, he laid into me, and I felt, and to some degree, still feel like it was a little unfair, but we had just won the semifinals to go to district finals, and we all met up at the local basketball court to play basketball, together, and which is something you don't do when you're old, right? You don't play a whole game then go play basketball, but when you're kids, you do. And I'm a senior in high school, and the whole team was out there playing. And I went up and rebounded a ball, and came down my ankle and sprained my ankle, and wasn't able to play I was on crutches in the district finals, which we won, and I was able a week later playing regionals. But man, he lit into me. I was like, "Oh, coach, everybody was out there. Like I was just the only one who got hurt." But.
Well, it's saying on that same track, who was it? The Thunder player who just got hurt for the whole season, the rookie. Holmgren, Chet Holmgren. He's out for the whole year, right? And he was the #1 pick for them.
So guys, we got one out and bases loaded right now. One out, bases loaded. Is that one of my phones going off? Probably. That's all right. It's probably more.
Well, they're making that comeback they need to. If they can poke one through here and
What
get
are
a
we
couple
doing?
runs.
Mound visit? What's going on? All right, here we go.
Oh, Tony Sellers up a bat. Are you gonna do something
All
here?
right, Tony, let's see it, buddy. Here, let's go ahead and put this on. People can watch this. They don't have to watch us.
Tony was trying to get hit right there.
Probably not opposed to it.
Got one out. Bases loaded. Tony Sellers up. With 1 ball, 2 balls. So this is what we're looking at right now. 1 out. The 2-0 count. Bases loaded, and we got runners on all bags. So good base hit, might score 2 right here. See what Tony can do. Ooh, ball outside. That's close, though. You might want to scoot up to the plate. A little too close for comfort.
And you got Lee Hoyle on second base there. Has he got some wheels?
That's a relative question you had there, right? Ooh, that was a good pitch. That was a good pitch. And that's the thing, right? Even that's the thing that sucks about sidearm pitchers, how that ball crosses that plate at an angle.
Yeah.
So that ball's going to start out kind of on the outer edge and cut in.
Ooh.
Looky there.
Yeah.
Oh, they got him.
Yep.
Now we're just 1 out.
That's just 1 out, though. He knocked in a run.
All right, love you. Bye.
Surge at the bat.
10-5. Tony knocked in a run. So runners on second and third. Surges up. But I'll be honest with you, man. If anybody can get it done right here, this guy can do it. Looks like he's pretty salty. Called that a strike. 0-1. Pitcher getting ahead. Hey, man, he come out here from Tyler, Texas, win him a ball game.
Mm-hmm.
He went the distance, too. Both pitchers.
Yeah,
Yep.
look at that.
Oh.
Suki.
It went right to the vacuum.
Got him to end the game. How about that, guys? There you have it. All right. Guys, that is ball game. Thank you guys for tuning in and watching that. Such an encouraging thing to be a part of. I'm glad that Ryan, thank you for coming out
Absolutely.
and helping with that. Coach Cobble, appreciate you for letting us use the press box and do this broadcast. It's a little warm in here, but hey, we made it. I got sweat running down my legs right now, man. But I think we're going to cut out of here. And I'm going to go down and see if I can get some live footage of these guys on the field. So, yeah. All right, you guys take care.